Hello everyone, it's Kay here, and I'm here today to share with you my design team project for the lovely Artymaze, who does wonderful digital kits and sells from Etsy, or has a wonderful group on Facebook with thousands and thousands of members, all of whom contribute and add rhyme or reason to a lot of the questions that are asked, and they also share a lot of projects that they make. And what I wanted to do this time, and I know it's Christmas and I know that Remembrance Day is past, but I had the Poppy Digi kit and just really wanted to do something with it. It is absolutely stunning. And so what I've made is a memory keepsake box. The box itself was inspired by Mixed Up Crafts here on YouTube, and I will leave a link below to that particular project, which is a very versatile project and lends itself to this particular project beautifully. I'm trying to avoid, as usual, the tripod legs and that kind of thing, so do bear with me if in the process of taking things out of the box and sharing with you that becomes a bit of a problem when you're looking at the colour in the kit, which is absolutely beautiful. The box itself is a tiered box, and to anybody that follows Sam religiously, she calls it her deluxe selection box by way of a description, but it, as I say, is a very versatile box. This is how it looks from the front aspect. It then goes around, and you see I've just put the cream lace around the edge of the box. I've left this bit absolutely plain. I don't think it really needs anything. The base is plain too, apart from the extra little lip of the lace I used for the closure. It is a Velcro closure, although you could clearly use magnets if you wanted to, or a ribbon tie. It would be entirely up to you. It is quite a substantial sized box. I'll try and give some measurements for you. So it is approximately 8.5 across the way, 2 inches deep, and then there are 3 pockets, 2 at 4.5 by 5 3/4. I've just got a little paper clip holding these 2 trays together because they're on flaps and they open like so and fall back to display the larger tray in the base of the box, and that one is approximately 8 1/4 by 5.5, so it all fits together really nicely. The back does fall back on itself if you want it to, so you could use it for a lot of different things. You could pin extra bits and pieces to the lid of the box if you wanted to, and then it all comes back in together. I have mutilated a paper clip here, this little paper clip, and that just holds those 2 front doors together to keep it all nice and tidy. So you're already seeing lots and lots of different aspects of the Poppy kit, and it truly is gorgeous. There are sentiments, there are tickets, tags, all of which are easily utilised to make into small little keepsakes for the box itself, which is why I'm calling it a memory Keepsake, because there are lots of little areas and pockets that you can store things in. This is just an altered little notebook, and I've just used some of the kit and stuck it all down beautifully. Some of the kit then to make a nice cover. It's all very nicely finished with a tiny little bow, a faux bow I hasten to add on the front. It's just the square knot type of bow, but it works nicely. You'll see the trays in the box are all lined. The lace trim goes around the 3 sides, and that just reinforces the swing of the hinge for the trays. Also, I have utilised one of the lovely envelopes that Artymaze always includes, with a lovely little place for journaling on inside, and everything is just so beautifully put together, and literally all you need to do is cut it out once you've printed it. You've got lines to show where to score, lines to let you see where you need to add your glue, and then a lovely little pocket presentation like that for the front. I've not bothered to glitter or anything on this because I feel it's pretty enough. It doesn't need a whole lot more. I've then used some of this pearlized gold glistened card and layered up some pieces again from the kit. It is repetitive, but it's repetitive in different ways, and you can clearly use these for journaling spots. They fit into the top tray really nicely. Then there is a row of the gorgeous tickets. Again, they're all in keeping with everything in the poppy line of the kit, and you just don't need to worry about mixing and matching because all the colours blend beautifully together and it coordinates really well. And then there are some little banners that you can add to pages, envelopes, whatever you like, or just use for tiny little journaling spots on the back, and I've just put them on the card for a little bit of extra substance. Used some photo distress ink on the edges of the cream card stock, and they all fit in there really nicely. And then on the bottom tray you'll see there is lots and lots of room to add special bits and pieces to the box. If you had photographs, if you had letters that you wanted to keep, if it was just, you know, tickets from events and things perhaps that you've wanted to hold on to, there is plenty of room in the box for all that kind of thing. I then made this tag pocket. This is actually the back. You come around to the front, there's a lovely little tag inside, and it's double-sided. That slots into that area like so, and then there's a lovely little pocket here that you can add quite a few bits and pieces to if you so desired. I'll put that one back. Then there are 2 of the traditional envelopes, and you see that the poppies might vary, the colour might vary, but you're never in any doubt as to what the theme of the kit is. There is a little bit of ledger paper all collaged into the main envelope to give a lot of interest, lines and so on. So if you wanted to put something in the envelope by way of a keepsake and make a little note on the outside as to what's in there, you've got the facility to do so, and they fit into the bottom really nicely. And then I made this little flip. It's not a journal, but it is something that will hold a lot of photographs or keepsake pieces. There's a front pocket here with a little bit to note on that, and it just says today, and it's the same on the other side with the today in a different placement, and those pockets clearly are on the outside edges of the little folder. You then open it up inside, and I've just used some punches to make a nice frilly edge up and down and through to cover as much of the white as I could. And then there are these two waterfalls, but there's a pocket, another of the little pockets on the back side of that little one. There is another image here, and then there's another little journaling spot which fits into the back pocket. It's plain, but with lots and lots of room to put things on. It would even act as a folder to store other bits and pieces if you wanted to. And then on the other side is pretty much the same scenario. More images from the kit. And then another little pocket down here with another little booklet in it that you can just utilise in whatever way suits, really. So that is the whole ensemble. Everything matches. It just would make such a lovely gift to perhaps someone elderly who had memories of, you know, friends and so on that perhaps they don't see so much any longer. In fact, it would do for anyone really who just likes a nice little box to store special things in, and I believe this box fits the bill beautifully, just insofar as it just opens up. You've got your big tray in the bottom. As I said, a very versatile box which lent itself to this poppy keepsake theme very, very nicely. So I hope I've inspired. I hope you feel you'd like to go along and check out Andrea's store. Have a look at her kits. There are such a wealth of different themed kits there at great prices, and make a purchase if that's what you'd like to do. Join the group by all means. Andrea is welcoming everyone and has a few rules in the group, but there's nothing that would be too hard to live with. So thank you once again for joining me. I'll just close my little box up with the Velcro lid, and that just sits together, so it's really neat and would just sit on a shelf or somewhere quite nicely. And wish you all happy crafting, and I will be back again in the not too distant future. Take care everyone. Bye bye for now.